Guys, it's Joshua Reviews. I need a haircut, man. My haircut, my hair overall just looks good, like for a day or two after I get it cut, and then like a month later, you get this puffy hair. And my shirt keeps, you know what? Enough stalling, let's get to the point. So, I was supposed to review Halloween Night. Fuck that movie. No, I watched the first 20 minutes and I stopped. For those of you who want me to review Halloween Night, I will probably review it next year. Next year, I'll make a determination. This year, I couldn't bear to watch it. And yet I watched Dark Harvest 2. I still have flashbacks of that movie. But speaking of Dark Harvest, something interesting I found out. Dark Harvest, the one that we're all familiar with, the one that has a small, I might as well, these movies. Dark Harvest 1. Apparently that's a remake of the movie we're reviewing today. I bought this on DVD. Dark Harvest. This is the movie we're reviewing. By all means, I had no interest in watching this movie or reviewing it. I had no idea that this film even existed. All I knew was this Dark Harvest, not this Dark Harvest. What the fuck's this movie? Look at this. Death reaps what you sow. You reap what you sow. Well, I mean, that's pretty much in every Scarecrow horror movie quote. But the fact is, this is the original Dark Harvest. I have to review it. So, is it good? No! It ain't good! That's for sure! Dark Harvest, 1992, the original, by all means, is shit. Here's the thing, though. The last 30 to 40 minutes of this movie, it's super bad. It becomes entertaining. If I had to pick my main flaw with the movie, it is the movie and the pacing. The movie's pacing is god-awful. The movie's pacing moves at a snail's pace. It takes forever for shit to get going. And by all means, it's shit. I was so bored at this film. Oh my god. I literally went on my phone several times while watching the first 30 to 40 minutes of this movie. I'd say in between the 10 minutes in between, it got but the last I'd say 30 to 40 minutes, maybe 20, I don't fucking know. It's entertaining, but it's not good. Let me just say that this film's not good, and I don't know, maybe I'll eventually review Escapes with Vincent Price. That should be fun. By all means, this is not a good film. I'm just gonna get straight to business. This movie is about a bunch of dumbasses who go to a fucking hike, and there's scarecrows in the desert. I don't know. If there's one thing I hated about this film, it was the story. The story was so hard to follow. And, the scarecrows, yeah, they're in the movie, but they're dumb. Really dumb. The scarecrows in this film suck. If I'm being completely honest. The costumes look so cheaply made. And I'm not going to say that the scarecrows in this movie were good by any means, but that movie was dumb fun. I think it knew that. And overall, the scarecrows had a lot of interesting kills. The kills in this film was shit. They're mostly off screen, and when they are on screen, they're terrible. They're really terrible. I knew within the first 5 minutes what type of film I was getting into. The characters are forgettable. The acting is atrocious. There's not really, anything to talk about in terms of editing or camera angles and shit because it's a 90s film, an early 90s film. While watching this film, I got like a 70s vibe, but it's made in the 90s for fuck's sake. This is a slasher, bare to the bone. And there's a lot of nudity, and by all means, I did not like the nudity. I hated the nudity in this film. It took me out of the film. I do like slashers, but I'm one of those guys that doesn't like nudity in slashers. I know. Big deal. And that's not, my Christian side talking. I like girls, but I don't know. It's just pointless. It's just for those guys that watch horror movies. They're like, ooh, boobies. Me, on the other hand, it's like, okay, cool. There's a lot of dumb sex scenes in this film. A lot. So fucking much. I feel like I'm losing my sanity every time I review one of these films. Sorry, you said something. Oh, continue to review? Okay. Acting shit, scarecrows are dumb, kills are dumb. Everything about this film is dumb. But like I said, the last 30 to 40 minutes are really entertaining. And that's mainly because the acting is so bad and you got these characters that are just wandering around in the desert. I think that's my main problem with the movie. The movie is just these dumbass characters with the worst acting I've seen in a while. They don't have anything to work with. They're in the desert. There's nothing. With this Dark Harvest film, because apparently this is the remake, they were on a farm. You got the cornfield, you got the farm, you got the barn, you got cars that they can drive, you got a shack that they go in later. There's a bunch of variety with this film. When this film, they're in the desert. Why the fuck are the scarecrows in the middle of the desert? Why? It makes no sense. I swear that the story in this film was hard to follow. My God. The only thing I liked about this film was the last 20 to 30 minutes or whatever. It was the only entertaining part because the acting was so bad. I felt like I was in the room. Because, I'm just going to say it, the whole film's pretty boring. It's really boring. Bad acting, bad characters, bad effects, bad pretty much everything. Do I recommend you watch it? No. But, hey, look at me. I got my life figured out. I got the Dark Harvest series. Yay! I'm going to bed. F. I'm trying to turn off the camera.